think things were more crazy in the past than they were in the future. I don't want to get in a deep discussion like about the days of like Jim Crow. That's crazy, bro. That was crazy when police could hold you down in the middle of the street on camera.
Don't do that.
And that was okay.
Kill you know.
Kill you know.
They done gave us everything we need to succeed in life.
Everybody has access to all the same information now.
Right.
There's certain information that people still don't have access to, but they say if you want to hide something from someone,
book.
Put it in a book.
I thought that was for black people.
Yeah, but it applies. I've heard if you want to hide something from an addict, put it in a book. You want to hide something from a convict, put it in a book. You want to hide something from a black man, put it in a book. So these things go across the board.
True too.
But we got so much information today. Like, it's hard for me to fall into the thinking that it's so bad today.
But like you saying about the book situation, now you could put it on a book, but at the same time, we got internet these days. You know what I mean? So the internet is speaking for us in the book. In the book,
right?
Sense,
the internet is the new book.
Yeah, it's the new book. Like everything is there. What I can't think about or look up that's not there.
Right.
So the access to knowing and knowledge in this world is right there.
I have the ability to cross-reference, and I can do it in minutes instead of hours
and
looking at one book and looking at this book. And now I got to run to the library and get another.
It's so easy these
So
days.
Is it really that hard today, man?
Yeah, now that I think of it. You know what? To think about it, I thought about this too. Like back in the day still, you know what I'm saying? My living, it was hard.
Right.
My kids living today, it's not hard for them. They're not going through what I had to go through. Not nearly what I had to go through. They haven't seen the things that I have seen. To even say it's hard, but the way they attitudes is,
right,
and how the kids are today, they act like it is a hard way to live it. It is really not.
Kids, I remember, speaking like kids, let's go to kids. I remember there was a time, right? Kids have it so good today where kids can wear clothes from Walmart and it's okay. You don't have to have like top name brand. Only thing that might be really important is you better have a decent pair of shoes on. Let's go to this first topic. In Florida, I want to know what you think about this bill. Ron DeSantis, who apparently is about to run against Trump. Governor Ron DeSantis signed the Let Kids Be Kids bill package to protect Florida children from permanent mutilating surgical procedures, gender identity politics in schools, and attending sexually explicit adult performances. This law outlaws permanent mutilating surgical procedures and experimental puberty blockers for minors. It requires adults receiving these surgeries and hormones to be informed about the irreversible nature and dangers. Grants Florida courts temporary emergency jurisdiction to intervene and halt procedures for out-of-state children. Creates a pathway to recover damages for injury or death resulting from mutilating surgeries or experimental puberty blockers given to a minor.
So what they doing? Cutting they private parts off and stuff like that?
Well, some parents who believe in backing their children in whatever direction they want to go, some children want to have gender reassignment surgery, things like that. And
what? How old is they?
Under 18. Children.
That shouldn't. I think he's doing the right thing.
And so he's saying that kids should be kids until they basically, I'll paraphrase, until they're adults and can make that decision for them own a conscious decision.
Even though they got a mind to try to think they making a decision now, but I think he right on that. I wouldn't allow my child to think he could make or she could make that decision on their own. Everybody,
thinks in a way that makes sense to them. What I'm trying to learn to do, is to let people think what they want to think, because I really can't control what nobody do with their kids. I can feel a certain way, but I can't control that. But I this bill that the governor signed, it allows kids to be kids. When I was a kid, I think I remember at one point, I wanted to be an Incredible Hulk.
Go get some surgery to help.
I want to be an Incredible Hulk.
So,
you know what I'm saying?
Okay, so at that time when you was a kid, you wanted to be
I didn't want to get surgery or nothing like that, but I wanted I want to be in Hulk though.
You went back to want to be Credible Hulk?
Nah, I never went back to that. No, there are kids that are focused, that they know from childhood what they want to be and what they want to do. And then there's a lot more on the other side that don't know what they want to do. They got all kinds of ideas. I wanted to be an architect. I wanted to be a businessman. I wanted to be an actor. You know, I want to do a lot of things.
I ain't had too many growing up ambitions when I want, like what I wanted to be when I grow up. Like I was just too bad. I ain't had time for that. You know, when the teacher asks you something come close to your mind, or police just to make them feel that, oh yeah, that's happy. You know, he want to be a police. Man, I ain't grown up want to be a police. I wasn't no polices in my neighborhood that I looked it up to.
I remember a song, Ghetto Boys. He said on that. He said on my block, we used to play cops and robbers. Nobody wanted to play the cop, because if you was a cop, you got your ass kicked. Do you realize what I just realized? What? We just quoted a rap song. We was influenced by that song.
Willie D, I love.
Yeah,
I listen to Willie D.
So based on that song, I definitely ain't finna be no cop.
Hell no.
Right, but that's something that's been perpetuated. Is a cop really bad?
Hell yeah.
It's bad being a police officer.
Yep.
Why?
Because when you got that gun in your hand, you feel like you got so much authority over people. You could do what you want to do to people. It don't matter.
That's not for all cops, bro.
It's not for all, but the majority and everybody, all of them got more manpower than you at the time. So when they do approach you, they could approach you with a little bit of sense.
I've had some good interaction with some good cops.
I have too.
Now I've also had some. So I don't want nobody judging me because I'm black, because they had one bad experience with a black man or with somebody black, and now they don't trust me because the last black coworker stole their purse or something like that. I don't want to be judged like that. So at some point in my growing up, become a little more mature, police is really not my enemy. Because check this out. Mama gets shot. Who I'm calling?
Police.
And what I want the police to do?
Probably take somebody.
I'm going and on the news. I don't know whoever you are. That's somebody's mama. That's it. Okay.
Yeah, but that's speaking in that type.
That's speaking that. We know what happened on the other side. We want blood. I understand that, right?
So you
but at the same time, but listen to this now. When you get in a car accident, who you call?
411 pain.
Okay.
Fuck you, dog. Who the hell I'm finna call? That's the only number
I'm calling
on the radio.
I'm calling 911.
I'm calling
because I need
an accident. They say call them first.
Right.
Fuck the police.
Okay. But here's on the other side. 411 pain gonna tell you we need a police report.
Okay. Call the police. 411 pain. Tell them where I'm at.
Right. Okay. So the police, we need the police. I'm just growing up a little bit.
Hold on. Check this out. When the last time you called the police?
There was somebody on my property that needed to be removed from my property.
You called the police to get them removed?
Yes.
They came?
Yeah, they came.
And they did what you said do?
Yes.
Forcefully?
It wasn't forced. They resolved the situation. The person didn't want to go, but...
Was this somebody that you had to evict?
Yes. I learned today, I want you to understand this, I only got the mentality of using 911 from being behind the walls so many times when I didn't have to be. There's somebody that understand this, man. I'm not gonna play like I was just old gangster in the streets. I had my level of gangsterism. You know what I'm saying?
I've seen a little bit of that.
Yeah, I had my level of gangsterism, but like my level of gangsterism still got me in the place where there was higher levels of gangsterism. Got me to the same place behind those walls. When sometimes it was as simple as these codes, street codes, and really nobody really lived by these street codes.
Most people do.
No, man.
Not all of them.
Man, let me tell you something, man. There was a dude from the streets, I'm not going to bring his name up. He was back from the feds, Broward County Jail. He said, I had a co-defendant, man. I'm trying to keep it G. Kind of find out. He got to them and told them on me. And he home. He said, I'm going to tell y'all something. Everybody sitting in here. He said, if you got a co-defendant, he said, if that joker blink, you better get to the state attorney before he do. There's two kind of people in prison. Those that told, those that wish they told. I'm just saying, man, we grew up with some codes, man. At the end of the day, it was did more harm than good. You know what I'm saying? And we stuck living by codes, in the codes that were for the streets that we no longer even live in.
Them codes of the streets back in them days, I think it did me. It ain't do me no harm because I wouldn't want to be on the other side of them codes. Right. Playing them roles with the people that wasn't playing.
I agree with you. Let kids be kids.
I'm not gonna let my child be no child if he think he could make a decision on surgery at a age like this. Like, I get what wrong DeSantis, whatever. I get what he's saying. He right about that.
Right.
That's the only truth. Like, who? Like, you'll let your child do that?
Absolutely not.
Okay, that's
absolutely not.
That's where we at right
Why would
now.
I give my child surgery?
Sign the bill.
Why would I give my child surgery when they're a child and their body's going to change?
What if he wanted some titties?
Then when he turns 18, he may grow some.
Okay, that's fair.
Here's another piece of this legislation, right? Florida students and teachers will no longer have to declare their pronouns in school or be forced to use pronouns not based on biological sex. I don't have to refer to him, even though he's biologically born as a her. I don't have to refer to him as a him if it's really a her. But this is the
law. Who is this, Ron DeSoto again?
No, he's saying that we don't have to do that.
Who do that any damn way?
They do that everywhere. If I walk into a workplace and I get a job and I say, listen, my name is Salt and I am her. Please do not refer to me as a him.
That's what they gotta do.
They have to do that, or I can file suit.
I'm crazy.
And so now Ron DeSantis says we're not doing that in our schools.
You a girl, you're a girl. If you're a boy, you're a boy. If I see that's who you is, if I don't know, I might ask you.
Okay. So that's what Ron DeSantis is saying. We can do that today. We can do that now. There was a time when you couldn't do that. It was like, oh, no. So Ron DeSantis said, nah, you got to tell the parents.
Tell me if that's what you saw. So, because I want to know.
So you're okay with that law?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's a problem with our community. Everybody is everybody doesn't have the information. And we're very, as black people, we're very emotional people. And people know that. And so, like, just for example, when I said, well, Ron DeSantis said don't be gay, you're like, oh, man, what are you on now? Man, he all over the place. But you didn't even have the information. You was responding off it quick emotions. Now you have some information like, oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So here's what's going on. The people are saying things about things, and we're jumping on board with our emotions.
And knowledge.
Yeah, with our emotions and not knowledge. And then sometimes because we're so stubborn, we'll get the knowledge. And still like, nah, still though.
Hell no.
I mean, it was like that. It was like that in the street. And I remember, hey man, you know you was wrong. Yeah, man. I ain't trying to hear that, man. Nah, man, I ain't trying to hear that.
No,
I ain't trying to hear that. Ain't nothing. But that's how we are as a people.
With everything going on, you taking sides and don't even know the knowledge of what you going through or what he talking about.
Can we go back for a minute? I want to go back to our first black president, our only black president. A side joke. There was a show, Zach Galifianakis. He had Obama on his show. I don't know if it was staged, if it was real. And he asked Obama, he says, how does it feel to be the last black president? The last black president. And Obama said something like, well, how does it feel to have this is the last president you ever have on your show? All right, so like when Obama first was running, right, he was not for gay marriage. And black people was like, yeah, we ain't on that either. So and then when he got in the chair, now here comes it's time to run again.
Let the gays be the gays.
So now then the next term come around and he says, my thinking has evolved. I believe that marriage is between two consenting adults. You know that sound effect when they go and they stop the record. Mm-hmm. And black people was like, whoa, wait, what?
Let's go back to this.
Right. And so hold on. Yeah, but this is our only black president. We got to back him. We can't go, oh man, hell with Obama. I ain't on that.
Backing him.
We had to. So now he pulled us onto a train that we wasn't really on. And now being pulled onto that train, I understand. So I want to make sure this is clear now. I'm not anti-gay marriage. I have friends who are gay, who are married, male and female. All I'm saying is, as the black community, how we're so emotional, how we done got pulled on so many different agendas. We got on every agenda except our own. And Obama, he kind of tricked us, man. And we couldn't say, nah, we ain't voting for him now. We got tricked. But I heard from a black comedian. He said, man, I voted for Obama because he's black. That's why I voted for him. I don't care about his foreign policy because he's black. And I understand that. I was very proud, man, when he got elected as president.
So if you were eligible to vote at that time, would you voted for Obama?
Yeah, absolutely.
Without even knowing the knowledge, just why would you? Why you?
No. Because
something about it back then?
No, he gave me some hope.
Hope for what?
I don't know. I can't tell you what, but he gave me some hope, man. It gave me some hope. The things that he was saying. You know, when he said in the beginning, he says, listen, he says, how's it feel to be a black man running for president? He says, well, listen, I don't see myself as a black man running for president. I see myself as a man who happens to be black running for president.
That just touched you, right?
Yeah, I was like, okay, I'm on that. He says, I'm not just a president. I'm going to be a president just of black people. I'm going to be a president of the United States. Last couple episodes, we've been talking about a lot of black. And, you know, because I'm really passionate about this because there's so many things I just seen. We've been fooled, man, on so many levels, right? We were told when I was kids, you know, spend black dollars in black businesses. You know, we need to focus more on us. I want you to understand something. Black people, we have power. Understand that. And when I say we have power, I'm going to just take you on a quick journey through some history. The National Basketball Association, let's just start there. You had people like Julius Erving came in and did things in the NBA that wasn't being done. You go before Julius Erving, you got Wilt Chamberlain. Mm-hmm. This man won, 11 championships, 5 or 6 of them as coach and player. No white player had done it. He changed the face of basketball. Okay, and you look at, I just watched that movie about Michael Jordan. One black man changed the game. I found out yesterday, right now he makes, I think, $400 million a year. Damn. Just from, listen to this now.
Name.
Just from his name being, his mama did that. And so a black man changed the face of shoe sales. The reason I was mentioning them is because I'm showing how black people have changed things.
Yeah, we did
change things. So now watch this. Now I'm bringing it all the way down to us. Mm-hmm. I have been told and have been seeing for years by the Jesse Jacksons, the Al Sharptons, we need to come together. We need to come together. We need to come together. And the thing is, every time we come together, we implode. When you take something that has a whole lot of power and all that power is focused on itself, it implodes. That's why something with great power, the power has to go out. But we as black people take all our power and we're focusing on in. That's why it's never going anywhere. You understand? That was the point I'm bringing up. So what I'm saying is about black people, we have great power. We have great influence. It's just we don't use them.
That's more like trend setting.
Okay, trend setting, changing, but that's power. It takes power to set a trend. So now bring it home. You'll talk about us. Mm-hmm. Okay. What can we set a trend to do to set change? I'm tired of people taking advantage of us because we're emotion, knowing that we're not going to look at information and we're just going to go off our emotions and make our decisions based on emotion.
That's not everybody, though.
That's the majority. Everybody. It doesn't have to be everybody. It's the majority.
It's the majority.
It's the majority.
Just like you say for instance, Salt, you know, you like to read, you like to create and get knowledge. Mm-hmm. You got to spread it.
Okay.
Spread that knowledge.
Well, that's what this platform is. I'm trying to spread something what I believe is important. You know, I believe it's important. You know what I'm saying? I just believe that we have to learn to stop being so emotional. Do you believe a real man cry?
Yeah.
Okay, so it's okay to cry.
Nothing wrong with crying.
Nothing wrong with crying.
If you could cry.
Okay.
Everybody can't cry like that.
What I think is necessary today, man, we need to become a little more educated. I'm not talking about talk very proper, and I'm talking about educated on and just know what it is,
you at,
where we at, and know clearly what's going
on in this world.
Not based on what I saw on Facebook. Man, you know what I'm tired of hearing? Man, you know what I saw on Facebook? No, man. Man, they said something on Facebook, man. You know, with back with Trump. Right? They said, man, you know, Trump just got arrested today. This before he actually got arrested.
Face hood.
They showed him, man, he was in cuffs and everything, man. So he was crying and everything. I'm like, man, stop lying. I said, man, it was on Facebook, bro. I saw it. So now when I hear something, I go to Google
and then
Trump arrested. I know that's gonna come across my feed when Trump get arrested. Trump expects to be arrested. Trump expects to be arrested. I was like, here y'all go with this shit, man. This man ain't been arrested. In all reality, right? We have to stop being so emotional. Emotions are like the dashboard in a car. You know, sometimes the gas light come on, you hear that little bing, bing, bing. Now, you can keep dismissing it, okay, but it doesn't change the fact that little gas light is on. Or when the oil light comes on, the little oil can, it's telling me that
you need some
time oil, that engine block, that engine block light, the engine block come on, it comes on. Now, I can take some duct tape or I can just take something and cover up the whole dash so I don't see none of that. It doesn't change the fact that it's still there. And see, this is what our emotions is. And I think that we as black people really need to learn this.
Cover.
We're covering up the emotions with remedies and sayings and things like that instead of
real life.
Right.
Talk
And so
for real,
talk for real.
Yeah.
If we want to progress, we want to truly progress, okay, we need to have to learn how to put our emotions in check.
Preach, bro.
And be
Preach.
willing to let somebody give us some information. If we don't have it, allow somebody. It doesn't have to be somebody who has information that we don't have. It has to be okay in the black community for somebody to have some information or have some education that may be more than my education, that him not trying to be white because he has some information that he wants to pass on to me. Because I've heard that before. I've heard people say, oh, he trying to be white, man. He trying to pass it. I don't know why he have to try to be white, because he passing on information that we don't have.
Got knowledge.
Because he got knowledge. Dollar General worker runs down a alleged shoplifter. Let's see what happened.
And then you
So a lady who's not a police officer ran him down with her car.
a lady.
She should lose her job. Number one. Two, I know he was in the wrong, but the actions that she took did not match the crime. Okay. I'm not saying that stealing is okay. Understand that. I'm not, but does being run down by a car,
Hell no.
is that warrant? That's not okay.
Hell no, that's not okay.
That's not okay. And on the other side, she put herself in there. No, so now if she based on California law, she assaulted him.
Attempted murder.
Would he have been in the right of defending himself, not knowing after being hit by the car, after she gets out of the car, to proceed to beat her ass, because he don't know if it's this what I know, right? This what I do know. If you hit me with a car,
You better keep going.
and no, if you hit me with a car, I know you don't have any good intentions for me. You step out of a car that you just hit me with, I know that you don't have any good intentions for me. If my brain goes into self-preservation, I don't care if she's a woman or not. I think that she has a right to get her ass beat.
Yeah.
Final thoughts, man. Stop being so emotional. Emotions are here just to indicate that something needs to be addressed.
That's true.
Martin Luther King was emotional. He was mad about what was going on in the world, and he used that anger as an indication that something needed to be addressed.
And it did.
And he addressed it in a way that was healthy.
But it don't mean everybody is
Yeah.
listening to what he say.
All right. We love y'all.